Okay, we have Flora
Hello,
again, the vegan, the mother, the cook, the chef.
entrepreneur.
Yes, yes. Glad to have you again, Laura. I'm
Thank you so
Flora.
much.
So today I have a couple things that we're going to talk about, and one is long distance relationships and
Okay.
a vegan versus a meat eater because I interviewed a meat eater not too
Wow.
long ago, and he was basically the almost the total opposite of you. I had never heard of this actually, to be honest with you. I didn't even know there was a group of people called the carnivores, carnivore people. And he told me that there are different levels, like different levels of vegans. And he's a, you got some that are lion vegan, lion carnivores that they eat meat. And his
Hmm.
argument was he asked me a question. He said, how do plants defend themselves? I said, well, you got the cactus, they got spikes. He said, yeah, that's one way. I said, well, some plants are poisonous. He said, yeah, that's another way. He said, but there's also another way plants defend themselves. I said, okay. And he said, when you eat a plant, it shuts down and your body can't absorb the nutrients from the plant because the plant goes into a defense mechanism and it just basically goes through your body, so it's really not doing you any good according to what he said. But meat on the other hand, you can absorb the nutrients, the protein and all that. What do you think about that?
Okay, so first of all, I'm not an expert in nutrition. I'm not certified in anything to make like a scientific argument, but like basically like if you read like all the nutrition related, health related articles, they will always tell you to eat more vegetables compared to meat or other carbs, complex carbs or like that, right? Because vegetables has plants has fibers which break down easier in our body. So when we eat, it's everyone know that like we eat meat and we eat vegetable digest faster, and meat is more like complex to break down in our stomach and digestive system. So that is what like we can search online everything, or even you always heard from your parents or doctors or like that. So I'm not sure like how to do like their argument like based on what research or like what kind of science they use. I will have to go into it and check again, but it is interesting. But as I'm listening, like I mean, it just doesn't make so much sense. But I may have to end then. I will check it out.
So in your experience, when you eat, say, vegetables like a vegetable salad, it digests much easier in your
Yeah.
system. Okay,
Yeah.
according to your research, the meat is much harder for the body to digest. So, and based on that, a person, ac- according to how you eat, a person wouldn't be able to sustain just meat for the rest of their life. Just eat
Yeah.
meat and have a long, healthy life, as opposed to a
I,
person
I
that's
don't think it's a balance. It's not balance. So meat only have like proteins, high proteins, and then fats. Mainly, there's no, I don't think like good enough fibers or vitamins in it. They have some, but it's not like vegetables. Even vegetables or plants, we have to eat varieties to get a balanced one, like from orange, the color, red color, green color, right? We get iron, beta carotene, that kind of thing. So like if we are eating something for our body or like that, we will be eating in a balanced diet in a nutritious way. I mean, we have to combine different things. So as a vegan too, we cannot just eat vegetable, we cannot just rely on vegetable. We have to eat proteins like beans and like legumes, seeds, that kind of thing. So everything should be in moderation and balance is a key.
okay, but it doesn't have to involve meat at all. just balance with the different vegetables and fruits.
Yes. So
Okay.
being a vegan is the main thing is to not to eat animals. But according to my experience, I was a meat eater before. So when I ate meat, it gave me harder. Like my stomach has to work harder, extra, like walking hours or work harder to digest compared to vegetables. Vegetable I eat and after that I get hungry easily, and I also feel light after eating vegetable. And in Asia, like we always go to those kind of like a barbecue, Korean barbecue, Japanese, and all we eat meat a lot, right? And then like it's a buffet, like just meat. So when I was young, I will go there, I eat a lot of meat, and like I get home on next day, still like my stomach wasn't so happy after that. So that was like what I learned from experience, and I started like cutting off the red meat and then like slowly and turn to vegan.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay, it was heavy. The the meat would sit heavy on you.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, also
Okay.
there's a personal reason behind when I what I don't eat, and also with my mother. So my mother eat meat. She loves meat, but she's not even like overweight. I'm even like bigger body. She has and all. She's like very athletic, and she play volleyball before. But she eat meats, and then every time we go for a blood test or like health check, she has more cholesterol, like higher level, and her uric acid level is higher.
The what level is higher?
Uric acid. So URIC, uric acid. So it is
Oh,
like, so yeah, her doctor tell her not to eat red meat.
oh, oh, the doctor told her don't eat red meat.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
sometimes she still eat, and then she will take medicine, and sometimes like because of she eat, she get like joint pain in her fingers or her this like joints are swollen.
wow.
She's like 60 something. So like when you are older too, our body respond to everything slow, like digestion. And also for me, I even started cutting off gluten, like because I see that my stomach is not so happy when I eat gluten. So I eat more rice based, and I take care of my gut health because it always signal how I feel in my head, my energy level, how I look, my skin, my hairs.
So it does make a difference. Well, it made a difference for you.
It is,
Mm,
yeah. Everyone
okay.
is different. I mean, we don't always have everything good. So for me, it's like to just to be like mindful and careful because I want to live healthier. I want to live longer.
Okay. Okay. And okay. And your relationship. You sound we was talking off camera. You sound like you're really happy with this man, with this guy. Yeah, you talk a lot, and I'm glad it's working out for you and everything. And I would like to see it work better and continue to work out. And I would like to keep updated on how it's going. So, would you like to share anything about that?
Yeah. So last time when we talked, we were just like friends. We were talking, we know each other, but we wasn't like serious because I was dating other guys. So I was dating actually like two other guys, but like casually, and then I was thinking like I would choose one of them to be
both of them,
serious.
both of them long distance.
Oh no, here they are
Oh,
here.
oh, you
So
would take dating two guys there. Oh, okay.
yeah, I was dating, but
In
talking
Thailand.
stage. Yeah, in
Okay.
Thailand. So one is Thailand, another one came and stay here in Thailand, but he's from New York, and yeah, he came here, and so like both of like I mean all those guys too, they are looking for like partner to settle. So when we talk, we know that our intention. So I was like, I would choose one, but of course they don't know each other that I was dating both of them. I don't know. I'm sure they are talking and other girls too because it was just like yeah, but I was like free still. Like I even talk to any other guy like around if I get hit or like that. So I was just like I would choose one, but the other two were like the main. I thought like I would choose because like by brain I do my checklist and they were all like fit my checklist. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, example. Like, I mean, I have to look for a guy who don't want kids, right? So because like most of the time, guys who come to me, if they want, they are really serious to get settled down. They want to have their own baby and all. I have three babies already, three kids already, so I don't want more. So that too, they don't want kids more and stuff. So yeah, but I was just like with my like this friend, so we were just talking on Instagram, like sometimes not even actively first. And I was dating, so he saw like I went outside picture and stuff. So maybe that motivate him to try. Like I don't know what happened. He just started talking to me actively, and then we realized that like we have a lot of compatibility and what we want in life, like the common goals and all. Like so it just clicked, and it was hard. I was like, what to do with the other two guys because I cannot just withdraw, like right. So yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
So first, like, okay, a few weeks, like we talk. It's like we couldn't stop talking to each other, like most of the hour, just like online texting. And first, we didn't call to each other too, so we just talk. And it's just like one day after another. Like by 3 weeks, like I would just hear that, like, oh, I start to feel like more feelings towards him. So yeah, and he felt the same because whenever we bring it something, it's just like even the timeline when I start to feel like I started to have a feeling for him, like like I started to fall in love, or like at the same time he felt the same. So it's just like when we check back, and then first he thought he would come to me, and then we will see if we click, we will continue. So I'm still free to meet other guys. So that was first. He said it's okay, we will see, and then after that, if we everything click, you are all locked. So I was like, okay, fine. But after like just 4 or 5 days later, he said, no, you're not allowed to. Like, do you want to be exclusive? And you cannot see any other guy anymore. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I just like just all in. And then just not long, like maybe 1 month or a little bit after 1 month, he was like, you know what? I really wanna like we wanna see like I wanna marry you and stuff. Like if I see him in my future, if I'm down to move to like Texas and all. We talk about it because he also concerned because I have kids here, I have business here, everything is going on. So he wasn't sure. So we talk about it, and yeah, we just came to a decision, and then we just like everything is just like effortlessly. I feel like when you really meet the right person, you really don't need to try a lot. You really don't have to do anything so much. It just smooth. Everything was just easily like flow easily.
So you talked about your checklist. What all is on your checklist? What's your
Um,
checklist look like?
so first it's like the really like at the belief system. So spiritually, so if I am Christian, so I was looking for a Christian guy, but not just Christian guy. It has to be more spiritual than me, like more religious kind of thing, so that he's the one who is going to inspire me, lead me to be closer to a God. So one of the guy I was dating was like a small bastard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got to have Christian beliefs. What
Yeah, so
else?
first list. And then another one is like I want a guy who is open-minded for veganism or vegetarian. So one of the guy I was dating, well, it's a vegetarian. So
Okay.
you see,
So
like everything was like click, like yeah.
yeah.
So and
So
another one is, mhm.
he's open to becoming a vegan.
um I I wish my
Okay.
origin, I wish is like I wish I could find a vegan guy, but it hasn't been a like success for me. I couldn't find. So I was like, if anyone who can understand me and like make me be who I am happily. So I was like, okay, and then who is happy to share meal with me, like my vegan meal, and go to vegan restaurant with me, all like that. So yeah, so one was like vegetarian already. So dating with him, it was very easy. We just go to a vegetarian vegan restaurant. Another one too, because he was trying to get all the like impression and like love from me, so he was down to go to and like just like a vegan exclusive places, so it was okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like you're pretty flexible and you're pretty the
Mm,
only non-negotiable that I see is I believe you mentioned cigarette smoking. You
Oh
don't.
no, no
That's a no
smokers.
go.
Um,
Okay.
Also like alcohol and or just in that time just I mean still like okay like an occasional drinker
S-
and yeah, no substance.
Okay. So it doesn't matter how tall or short a guy is. That's not a big deal for you.
No, I used I don't know when I was young, but when like I was younger, I was dating really like taller guy, even my kid's father. So in those times, I don't know, it's just my luck. Like people who came like me are like athletes and like 6 feet or more than 6 feet. They were just like more than 6 feet. But I'm 5'4", so for me, it's like I never really looked for a tall guy or like that. It's just they came. And right now, my boyfriend is not very tall, I would say, and yeah, like physically, he's not like my type, but I feel like I like him more than any guy I was like really into physically. So I feel like it's all about like mental, emotional attraction.
Okay. So he may not be physically, but he has other qualities that you are attracted to.
Yeah, because before I like
Okay.
a man with like big biceps, abs, and because I was dating footballer and like seeing footballer and stuff, so they all have like really, really jacked. And I was at some point really walking up and very active, so I understand all those kind of like 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 staying active and building muscle and all. But after that, I wasn't that big into it. Like when it come to partner, I just want to have someone I can respect, I can love.
Okay. Okay. Love and respect. That's what it calls for in the Bible. In the Bible, it calls for the wife to respect her husband and for the husband to love his wife. So
Yes.
for a man, from a man's point of view, for a man, respect is more than love. A man can a man, for instance, what I mean by that is a man can stay with his wife even if he feels she don't love him, he'll stay with her to try to win her love back. But if she don't respect him, then it's over.
Yeah, I think so. For me, it's like respect come first too. Like I will not just choose someone just with my emotion. Maybe I'm trying to balance as like both female and male brain here. Because love can be like come and go. There are moments I'm not going to love that person. Even with my like own children, I don't think I love them 24/7. Like people will say like I'm
It's
a bad
said
mom.
even with
No,
the
like
children.
it's yes, so I'm just being real. So some
Yeah.
people will act like, oh, they are so no, they had like moment they were so horrible to me. I cannot love them. I don't like them. I feel so annoyed, so disturbed, right? That kind of moment. So because we are human, we have all those kind of things. But like respect, when you respect someone, it's like when you respect, there's trust there already. So other thing can come and like I love my parents, my father and my mother equally, but by respect wise, like before when I was young, I respect my father more. So when there's a respect, there's like so many things. I feel safe, I feel protected, all those like kind of like thing I receive from my father. I feel good when he's around. So when I look for a guy too, I know that I will look like respect come first. So that's why I was choosing those guy with my head first, like not love first, because at this age, when I'm going to settle down, my checklist was like, did he take this? And
Mhm.
yeah. But they were
Yeah.
really nice guy too, that those two guys.
Did your mother and father still together? You were raised with your mom and dad and
Uh, yes. So my father passed away,
oh,
maybe
sorry.
12 years ago, but they were forever lovebirds. So my mom like always talk about my dad still today, and no, she's not going to marry any guy again, and I'm sure. And I grew up seeing them as like lovebirds, and when I'm older at this age, I'm like I want to have a relationship and marriage like my parents have. So that was my main um, idol, like a marriage or relationship too.
Okay.
The union, yeah.
So you don't have a problem with relocating if you find what you're in a relationship with the right person.
No, because I'm already living in a foreign country. So no, but like moving to relocating come with a lot of like walks and a lot of like probably like mentally like challenges and all. But I mean, I love and trust my man enough that I'm also like risk taker and I'm willing to try everything, like experience everything, discover everything. I just feel so positive with that person. Like I just feel like he's there to just welcome me with big arms and me to wherever I go. I trust in myself that I can establish myself. So
Where are you currently from? You from Malaysia originally, right?
no, I'm originally
Burmese.
from Myanmar. Yes,
Burma. Okay, that's right. Yes. Is that okay? Is that in Malaysia or by Malaysia? I don't want to sound.
it is. It is close to Thailand. Like it is. My country is between China and India, and surrounded by Laos and Thailand. And we
Okay.
are connected with Malaysia in the far south.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not a. I haven't really heard people talk about. It's not a big tourist spot, right?
No, because we are right now we are having civil wars, and we have always been under military most of the time. Only just like few years we had like first democratic government, and after that the military took over again. So we are under coup right now
Okay. The within the from outside or within the country?
within the country.
Okay. Okay. New government taking over the old government.
It's not new government. It's like the military took over the people's elected government.
Okay. Okay. So, how long you been in Thailand? I think last time we talked, you said you've been in Thailand like 15 years.
No, almost 20 years. It will be 20 years this August, so 19
20
years.
years. Oh, so it's a lot. It's a lot about Thailand that obviously that you do like.
Hmm,
Or
Thailand is easier to live, and the diversity is really big here. And then it's also close to my culture. So it's, yeah, for me, it's like I just feel like at this moment, it's like I never plan to come to Thailand. And my parents like put me into Thailand. I'll say that it's God's will because I try so many times to get out from here, move to there, but it never go well. And then when I just like more spiritual and like hear God's more, and like this is where I supposed to be because I'm supposed to learn things and establish myself here. So this is like a preparation where I should be at, and I will be prepared and then go another way.
have you learned any Thai language?
No, I can speak very little, like broken.
Oh, but you've been there for 20 years, so it must be what
Yeah, but you don't need like um you don't need time to survive here for me because I went to school here. I graduated from here, so it's a international program, and everything was I taught in English. And then after that, I started working in an international expat community, and also I can live easier with like English, just English.
oh, what type of work do you do now in Thailand?
Right now I have my own business, so it's a vegan kitchen, and we do food delivery, catering, and like pop up. And also, I am working for one vegan organization from US called Vegan Outreach as a project coordinator. So they want to like help support people from Myanmar to transit to be vegan. So we are like a organization which help people to be vegan. Like we have campaigns, and also we stand for animals, like to decrease, to get less animal cruelty in the like society. And I have another small project I'm working on with my friend. It's an educational project, and right now I'm also practicing to develop another like small business brand of my own.
How long have you been a vegan?
Vegan for 4 years, and vegetarian before for 2 years. So total not eating meat for like 6 years.
What's the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian?
It is different.
What
So vegetarian, yes.
what's the difference?
It's like vegetarian. Some people still consume dairy, and some people still consume eggs. So just they don't eat like flesh, animals' flesh and all. So vegan is like you don't eat anything from animal, so you don't consume anything from animal. And also, if you are a true vegan and adapt veganism as your lifestyle, we don't use anything from animals. So we will not be wearing wools, will not be buying leather, and we are careful with a lot of things like makeup. I will use a makeup which doesn't do a like which doesn't have animals like ingredients like beeswax and other thing. And also I mainly buy from company which doesn't do animal testing.
Oh, so vegans don't use anything from an animal. Eggs, uh, what about milk?
No milk, so I
No
don't.
milk. Okay. Uh, but the vegetarian is a little more flexible with it. They'll
Yeah,
eat eggs and milk.
dairy,
Okay.
yes.
All right, dairy. But milk, some people may say, but milk don't hurt the cow. But would you say,
It doesn't hurt. Technically these days the milk you buy from supermarket, they are from like farm, like which those like dairy farm which force, not a natural process. They force the cows to make milk, like to
okay,
produce a higher volume. So there's a cruelty involved, and they will
okay,
be milking with machines. Like example, if you have boobs and then we put the motor, like you are not going to be comfortable and happy. Like even I breastfeed before, I express my milk, and when the baby is directly latching, and when I have to put the motor on and expressing the milk, is a very different like sensation and different experience. So think about it, like we force animals to give us what they are think from their body. So I feel that act as unfair. And
okay,
these days, yeah, I mean, in old days, it's like you do naturally. You own a cow, and then when the cow has milk, you do it like one bottle of milk you share. Like it is like still like that cow is comfortable to give you like that. Not like these days. These days, everything is very like mass volume. Everything is commercialized and like factory farming, like dairy farming. It's everything has a lot of bad impact on human in health way and also to our environment.
okay. So they've got the machines on the cow, forcing the cow to give more than what it naturally would, which is
Yeah, and
causing stress on the animal. And that's
yeah, also they
why,
will be feeding the food with the hormones like to increase the milk supply, and there is nothing natural
oh, and you're saying the hormones is what
like in the
can,
food. So like they, they can produce more milk. They
and
will give a
that's
special kind of food.
okay, and that's what we would ingest, and
Yeah, we
and
do.
that's okay, and that's what would that's why you, vegans stay away from milk.
Yeah, but like there are so many many kinds of vegans. So depends on like there are people who are vegans for health reason, and there are people who are vegans for environmental reason, and there are people who are vegans for like ethical reason, animal cruelty, and then some are for spiritual reason, like a religious like background, like especially Buddhist and all. So depends. But for me, my belief is like cow's milk is for baby cows. Human milk are for human babies, and yeah. So for me, it's like I shouldn't.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Humans shouldn't be ingesting another animal's milk.
Yeah.
Cow's milk should be for cows, and human
Yes.
milk should be from mother to the baby.
Yeah. For me, I raise most of my babies with my own milk too. So I am always like a natural person. Even I was a meat eater.
Okay, I know you said one of your daughter she likes meat. When did
Uh, No, so oldest she eat because she doesn't live here. She live with my sister. But if at my home, she eat more like she eat whatever I cook here. But if she's with my sister, she eat meat. So she's like she call herself flexitarian, and my second like child is vegetarian. My third at home she eat everything. She's 6. So if she go outside, she will eat like chicken and all if somebody is offering. But sometimes she just start to eat more like plans to it's her choice. She just say, "Oh, my mom is vegan, so I will just eat this," or like that. Sometimes she does though.
Okay, that's understandable. Okay, I get it. You said she called herself a flexitarian.
Yeah, that is like my oldest. She's teenager.
Okay, yeah, teenagers are so their imagination is like a sponge at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, so okay. And you've been a vegetarian 6 years, a vegan
vegetarian
for
for 2 years, vegan for 4 years, so total 6 years for not
okay.
eating meat.
Okay, that's cool. So, all right. Well, what would you say to people that are meat eaters and they don't understand the vegan way of life? What would you say to them as far as the
That's a tough
benefits?
one. That's a
The-
tough one, right? No, I mean I can talk about the benefit, but I cannot like make them because even my boyfriend is not vegan, and I still have to learn the middle ground. So I first thought like, okay, when we start like really heated in love, like first few months, I was like, it's okay. I want to cook. I may even want to cook like egg for him or like that. I imagine. But after that, like after a while, your belief system is here, and then this person, like it's really hard. And so I start to ask myself, like, I mean, for me, is I'm vegan for animals. So I was like, is it even right? Because I'm the type of the vegan who will want to go and join the rally or protest to stand for animals. So I go for that kind of. In US, is like have a lot. So if I go to that kind of thing, I come back home and see my like example my boyfriend and my stepchildren enjoying meat. I feel like I am not being a right person and I'm not being loyal to animals. So that kind of thing, it came to my mind, and I was just like so hard to adjust. But in the end, why I am being vegan is because of compassion. I have that compassion. I have love. I have that sympathy towards animals, right? So those animals I don't even know. So I was like, I love this man, and that means I have to show the compassion. I have to show that I understand his like choice. So for me, it's like I realize that it should only focus on how like I do things, not on that person. So that like knowledge, I was like lighten up. So from that one, I try not to react, even I don't like the situation or like that. So I think, yeah, I will keep practicing, and I'm sure. I mean, like he will understand. He is already a very understanding person. But for everyone who is curious about vegan, I would suggest like try for a week with like a vegan like diet. You will really start to see the changes. Like I'm sure you try, right? You started to eating more like a plant-based meal, and then you start to feel better, because
I
I
did.
last time I saw, and now you really look better. Like you
Thank
you look
you.
really like clear skin, and I don't know, like healthier,
Thank
because it
you.
really show in the body and all. Like for me, I live in a very hot weather. Like Thailand is like a 45 degrees Celsius. Like we are staying, like believe me. So we are always sweaty, and I don't know. After I cut meat for like red meat for 1 2 years, my body don't have smell anymore. Like like unpleasant smell. So even I'm sweaty and all, I don't have that kind of like smell, like bad smell, and my skin get better, and I feel very like good staying. I have so much energy. I can walk 18 hours a day, and it is normal.
So what you said 45 degrees Celsius? Oh,
Yeah,
wow, that's like oh wow, that's over 100 degrees. That is pretty hot. That's
it
pretty
is.
hot. Wow. Do you have any pets? I know
I
you
do
said you
not
like
have.
No
I
pets?
have plants. These are my babies, my plants.
Okay. 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 So if you had, but what about animals themselves? I know you have compassion for animals, but you're okay with animals eating other animals. Like the lion eats the rabbit, the hawk eats the fish, the eagle eats the fish, the hawk eats the squirrel, stuff like that. That's
I am because that is how the natural way is that how the ecosystem works. And for me, the reason I'm being vegan, the first reason is for health, and after that because I against like factory farming and all. So natural thing happening is okay because I grew up in a family where my grandmother has some chicken at home. Like
mhm,
she's in the North Parima. So there are some guests come, she would just kill her chicken like right away, cook and like feed, but still like that chicken is still healthier than the one it come from a farm these days. Like
yeah.
so, yeah, that kind of thing. I mean, like even you don't need to be vegan, but like if you want to be healthy, you have to eat the quality meat. And quality meat is very hard to get these days. Like you eating those sausages online, like I mean on chef and all from supermarket, they are not a healthy choice of like meat you are eating.
Okay. If you had a pet, would you feed them meat?
No. So there are so many like vegan pet food, and then so many cats and dogs like stay on a vegan pet food. But I'm not getting my. So I talk with my boyfriend like when we get married and stuff. So he said he want a dog, it is fine. So if I'm going to have a pet, I'm going to have a pig. So pig, chicken, goat. If we have a farm, I will have cow.
Wow. A pig as a pet?
Yeah, so like he was like he
Wow.
will be in a city. He said in US some of the city you cannot have a pig, but he said he looked at it online and he said I can have a teacup pig, which is like a small pig. Because I told
Oh,
him it's not fair. You can have pet and I cannot have pet. So, but he came down to like, okay, you can have a like teacup pig.
that's interesting. Pigs are
Yeah, but
smart. Yeah.
pig.
Pig.
If you really do a research scientifically, pig is the most intelligent like animal because you will say that we were lied to believe like chimpanzee and all like no like you can train pig to play video game.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
can
have to
believe
do
that.
all those research because I'm from a vegan organization. We have to create the content and all, so they can play like those like Tetris level, like a basic like game they can do.
If somebody wanted to do a little research and check into the organization that you belong to, where would they find it?
It's called Vegan Outreach, VEGANOUTREACH.org. So veganoutreach.org. They are based in US, but they have so many like they are worldwide group. So
Okay.
they have in Thailand and they also have in Myanmar. So I am a project coordinator for Myanmar.
Nice.
You
Nice.
should check it out. They have really interesting like articles about nutrition, and their approach is very soft, I would say, because like the organization like a Peter from US, I mean a lot of people don't like them. For me it's like I like them like because they are like really harsh, but for me like I mean vegan outreach is something just tell you like soft approach. I just if you want to transit you can just like start with a few days and they just give you information, like they don't force you to be vegan.
Oh, you can get a lot of free information from them on
Yeah,
on
yeah,
how,
free subscription and also can read on their website.
okay, as far as drinks and juices and everything. So it's
Yeah,
certain
they have
drinks you
recipe.
okay, and there's certain drinks you don't drink, right? Well, obviously milk is one of them.
No, so we don't need milk. We have so many plants milk available. Soy milk, almond milk, oat milk. What else? Like walnut, a lot of milk, like plants milk.
Okay. Okay. Are there any other liquids that you stay away from as a vegan?
Honey, honey.
Honey. Okay. No honey. The
No,
tea, but no honey.
no.
Tea is good though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm a coffee
yeah.
person, so I don't normally drink tea, but I drink like a kombucha. I make my own kombucha. So you know kombucha?
No, what is that?
It's a fermented tea. It's very popular. It started from America though. Like, there's some famous brand like Synergy or like that. They are rich. They get big. And so I learned, like, I feel like for me, it's like kombucha. I started seeing the brand from America. And then after that, I just learned to make my own. And I have been making for like 3 years now. So it's very good for gut. So, like, for digestion and everything. Yeah. It's
How
a
do you
fermented
how do you spell it?
Kombucha.
Okay. Wow. I'll look that
You
up
should try.
later.
You should drink like kombucha. If it is like expensive to buy, you can like make your own.
Okay. Yeah, me myself, I had to slow down on coffee because it raises the blood pressure. It's coffee
No.
is a it's a little strong. Maybe
What about salt? Did you look into salt? Because sometimes it's like blood pressure is caused by packaged food and salt because the hidden sodium are worse than coffee, in my opinion.
maybe it's because I eat cookies with my coffee that might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
That's
And then do you put anything? Because for me, I drink coffee like black, pure black, and I don't eat with anything, just black. And I feel like that is good for me. Like, but if I drink too much caffeine, I start to feel like, like shaky. So I
yes.
have my limit. Yeah, I know, like, I shouldn't go more than like three a day. Because for me,
Yes.
I drink really strong.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what happens with me too. If I drink too much coffee, it'll get because I don't put anything in it. I drink it black as well. But I do enjoy a donut or chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, you have a sweet tooth.
I do.
But that is dangerous when you have a high blood pressure, hypertension, and then you eat sweets and carbs, and you can get diabetes easily when you are older. So that is one thing. And I can suggest, like, you can choose in US there's a salt for hypertension people. So it's not a real like a sodium one, but it's like, like, I mean, it's like a fake sugar, like sativa, like that. There's like a salt, but which is not like, which is like hypertension friendly. I think you can check that one.
Well, since the last time we talked, I cut down basically on non-existent salt and sugar. I don't really cook with salt anymore because the food we eat,
Okay.
a lot of times the food we eat have enough salt in it
Yeah,
naturally. So
like a can. If you buy canned food, like they are loaded with sodium, and packaging food all sodium, like high sodium in it.
yeah, I agree. I agree. So yeah, I cut down on salt and sugar a lot. As I guess that's why you said I might look a little different.
Yeah, yeah,
So
you look healthier. Like, I can just see like healthy glow in you. So keep the good walks. I'm so proud of you.
thank you. You looking good yourself. And as
Thank you.
always, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it short because I've taken up so much of your time and you've been so
Okay.
patient with me, and I really do
It's okay.
appreciate it.
Thank
So
you.
I want you to enjoy the rest of your evening and thank you for coming on. Hopefully, we'll see you again sometime in the future.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so much for interest and make it to here second time. And I will definitely invite you to my wedding. Like, if
yes,
it's coming, it's probably next year, or because we'll see. Like, when I get the visa, because once I get the visa, I get there. We are going to get married very fast because of, like, it's like there's a time frame. We have to marry within 90 days or like that. So yeah.
oh, that's how the visa works.
It depends. Like, I mean, like, if I want to stay there for forever, long term, right? So there's like, if I come with a F1 visa, I must marry within 90 days. So if not, it's void. So I will have to come back. And our goal is to get married, and then we have been started walking together. Like, we read Bible together, and we have been started doing a courting with a pastor. So when we get there too, before we get married, we will be doing like premarital counseling, like with a counselor too. So we are like kind of prepare everything. I feel like it's very strategic. Yeah. So I have so much like confidence and yeah, that make me look happy and light probably.
Now, see, that opened up so many more questions for me. I'm so curious now. I mean, do you have, what about a traditional, would culture play a part in it, or are you pretty flexible on a type of wedding? Is there a special type of wedding that you want as opposed to the American way of doing things, or you just want to, you're just more focused on the commitment itself?
I don't think we have strict. So both of us, we are not. I don't care how my wedding is going to be, but I know that I always want to have a wedding in a church because I want it to be in front of God, in front of people, and so I because of I'm like Christian, I want it that way. But I
And
am
he's a
never. I
Christian.
He's Christian and he go to
Okay.
church every Sunday, so
Okay.
that's like win-win, right? And we don't really talk about it like who is more spiritual and stuff because spiritual journey is different for everyone. We are at different level all the time. We can fall down, we can go up, but like when I start to say that, oh, if you really wanna like get married with me, we have to do the like a courting. So that one too I learned online and on other people that you do it's a spiritual way, so we will be guided under the word of God, like a Bible with a spiritual leader. So what happened is like when we go that way, even when we started reading Bible together, I feel like we have more patience toward each other. Sometimes we are not agree with everything, but um God's way, like words of God, it's always based on love and patience. Like that famous like scripture, love is patient, love is kind. So before I get into this relationship, I have my vision already that my next relationship has to be based on love is patient, love is kind. So I was first expecting that person to be patient with me, kind with me first. But I realized that when I'm not happy with him, my patience is out of the window. My kindness is out of the window. I will want to say things which favor me, which make me feel good rather than like, it's not kind to him or like that. I forgot to do that one. So from my experience, I learned that one and I realized that I fail because I have to give love first because I am a follower of Jesus. Jesus gave love first. Jesus is patient to everyone. So I just see that wisdom. So I started practicing different. When I started practicing different, he too, he made more progress too. So I see that this is a teamwork. Like I said, I want a team. So for us, it's like we just so align with each other like that. I mean, we may not, it doesn't come. So we also want like healthy relationship. It doesn't come. Healthy relationship, even you are a healthy person, I'm a healthy person, doesn't create a healthy relationship. So we just have to learn that culture between us to be adjustable and just have to know like my triggers. I have to know my own triggers and him. Like I cannot just when I don't feel good and he says something normal thing, but I take it a personal and trigger. That is my problem, not him. So I learned through that one. I was prepared, but when you are really in a situation, it came out a lot of like unpleasant thing, unpleasant thought. But when I am like guided by word of God, I see myself that handle every situation smarter. So I told him that we should do like so we started reading Bible, just two of us together, and then like every day we read Bible together. And after that I was like, let's do it my pastor for this thing because he will come in July and we'll do like a family ceremony, like an engagement. And after that we go to US and then we will do the like like with a normal like counselor, like maybe it's not non-religious way. And yeah, so we want to be prepared, even budgeting for the family and everything. We are like same age. We have been married, kind of like married. I wasn't married, but like in a lot like a commitment relationship for so long. We both have babies, and so we have experience of like what can be. So we already know what can come. So we want to be prepared, and we want to do our best because like we are already like I'm 39, he's 36, and I want to have a like beautiful future. Everything is in my like control, like my control with that, I mean like I know the best what I can get and I work for it.
He's 36. Wow. Well, all right. Thank you, Laura. I'm gonna let you go for real this time, and I
Thank you.
hopefully we'll see you again soon. It's
I'll
been
see
a
you. I'll see you.
and it's been a pleasure, and I'll look for that invite. And congratulations
Sure.
on everything that's
I
going
hope you
on.
come with a plus one too.
Oh yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So, all
Yeah.
right, Laura.
I think you
Good.
will have to fly because I'll be in like Dallas if I go there. So you are still far from me.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a short flight
Or
in
Florida,
compare.
you will. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a short
Okay.
flight in
Deal.
comparison. All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you so much and have a good day. And thank you for everyone who is patient enough to watch this video.
All right. Have a good evening.
Thank you.